Success is often misunderstood as something that only a few people are fortunate enough to achieve, as if it were handed out by luck or fate. But in reality, success is not reserved for the lucky. It is available to anyone willing to work for it. This idea is both liberating and empowering because it means success is within reach for everyone, regardless of their background, circumstances, or initial opportunities. When people talk about luck in relation to success, they often think of chance encounters, random opportunities, or being in the right place at the right time. While those moments can help, they are not the foundation of lasting success. What truly matters is the effort you put in every day, the choices you make, and the mindset you develop. Luck may open a door briefly. It's consistent work and determination that build the path through that door and keep it open. Many successful people have faced obstacles, setbacks, and failures that would make others give up. They didn't rely on luck to carry them through. Instead, they relied on their grit, perseverance, and belief in their own potential. Their stories teach us that success is earned by the actions you take and the habits you form, not by chance. It's about waking up each day ready to put in the work, to learn from mistakes, and to push forward despite difficulties. Hard work is often seen as the opposite of luck, but it's better understood as the engine that turns opportunity into success. When you commit to working hard, you create your own luck by preparing yourself to seize moments when they arise. That preparation comes from practicing your skills, improving your knowledge, and showing up even when motivation is low. The more effort you put in, the more likely you are to be ready when a chance comes along. In this way, success is less about waiting for good fortune and more about creating conditions for success through effort. It's important to recognize that the journey to success is rarely a straight line. There are detours, setbacks, and times when progress feels slow or invisible during those moments. It's tempting to think that success is only for others who seem to have it easier or who are simply luckier. But success is not a limited resource that only a few can claim. Instead, it's a process open to everyone who's willing to persist and grow. One reason people might believe success is tied to luck is because of stories we hear about overnight successes or sudden breakthroughs. These narratives often hide the years of unseen work, failures, and perseverance behind the scenes. What looks like a lucky break is usually the result of consistent effort, learning from mistakes, and building skills over time. When you shift your perspective to see success as something built rather than granted, you start to understand that your own efforts matter more than any external factor. Working towards success also means taking responsibility for your actions and decisions. It's easy to blame external circumstances or bad luck when things don't go as planned. However, owning your journey means recognizing that, regardless of obstacles, you have the power to control your response and your commitment. This mindset doesn't ignore challenges, but empowers you to face them head on, knowing that your persistence can overcome many difficulties. Furthermore, when you accept that success is not reserved for the lucky, you open yourself up to new possibilities. You start to see opportunities where others see barriers. You become willing to take risks, learn new skills, and adapt your strategies. This willingness to evolve is a crucial part of working towards success because it means you're not waiting passively for luck to find you. You're actively seeking growth and improvement. This mindset also encourages resilience. When you understand that success requires ongoing effort, you're more likely to bounce back from failure. Instead of seeing setbacks as signs of bad luck or reasons to quit, you see them as natural parts of the process, valuable lessons that guide you forward. Resilience is built by embracing the reality that success isn't a stroke of luck, but the reward for continuing even when things get tough. In addition to hard work and resilience, believing that success is available to all helps build a sense of fairness and motivation. It means that your background, social status, or initial disadvantages don't define your future. While everyone's path is unique and some face more challenges than others, the principle remains success is for those who keep moving forward. Belief can inspire you to overcome doubts and push past fears, knowing that your determination can shape your outcome. Moreover, when success is seen as accessible, it fosters a growth mindset, the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and effort. This contrasts with a fixed mindset which sees talents as innate and unchangeable. The growth mindset leads to persistence, curiosity, and a hunger to learn, all essential ingredients for achieving success. Finally, recognizing that success is not about luck, but about willingness to work shifts your focus from hoping meaningful action. It encourages you to set clear goals, create plans, and cultivate habits that support progress. This shift in focus empowers you to take control of your journey, knowing that your consistent efforts, no matter how small, add up over time. Success is waiting for you, not because you're lucky, but because you're willing to put in the work it takes to get there. Persistence is one of the most crucial qualities anyone can develop on the road to success. It means continuing to move forward despite obstacles, failures, or discouragement. When life knocks you down, the difference between those who ultimately succeed and those who give up is to get back up again. Persistence is not just about stubbornness. It is about resilience, determination, and the belief that your goals are worth fighting for no matter what. Many people start their journeys with excitement and hope, but the true test comes when difficulties arise. Challenges are inevitable in any worthwhile endeavor, whether it's building a career, starting a business, pursuing education, or developing a personal skill. At these critical moments, persistence acts like an inner compass, guiding you to keep going even when the path seems unclear or too hard to walk. Without persistence, even the most talented or lucky individuals can fall short because success often demands continuous effort over time. Persistence helps you develop strength of character. Each time you face a setback and choose to try again, you build mental toughness. This toughness is essential because the path to success rarely follows a smooth or straight line. You may encounter rejection, criticism, failure, or moments when your motivation wanes. It's persistence that allows you to see beyond these temporary difficulties and keep your eyes on the bigger picture. It enables you to maintain focus on your goals and reminds you that temporary failure does not mean permanent defeat. Another important aspect of persistence is learning from failure rather than being defeated by it. When you fail, it's natural to feel disappointment or frustration, but those emotions do not have to stop you. Persistent people view failure as valuable feedback, a chance to improve, adjust their approach, and grow stronger. This mindset transforms challenges from dead ends into stepping stones. It helps you build new strategies, gain knowledge, and deepen your understanding of the task at hand. The more persistent you are, the more you become someone who embraces challenges and seeks solutions instead of giving up. Persistence also plays a significant role in building confidence. Each time you overcome an obstacle, you prove to yourself that you are capable and resilient. This repeated experience of overcoming difficulties reinforces your self-belief, which is crucial for tackling even bigger challenges. Confidence built through persistence is more reliable than confidence based on luck or fleeting success because it is rooted in actual experience and effort. The value of persistence can be seen in countless success stories across history and in everyday life. Inventors, entrepreneurs, athletes, and leaders have all faced moments of doubt, failure, or rejection. Yet, what sets them apart is that they did not quit. They kept pushing forward, often through years of struggle, until their efforts paid off. Their persistence turned dreams into reality, not because success came easily, but because they refused to let setbacks define their journey. Persistence requires a mindset that embraces patience as well. Success rarely happens overnight. It is a process that unfolds over time, often requiring months or years of hard work and dedication. Those who are persistent understand this and do not expect instant results. Instead, they focus on consistent progress, knowing that each small step brings them closer to their goal. This patient, steady effort builds momentum and keeps the motivation alive even when immediate rewards are not visible. It's important to realize that persistence is not about blindly pushing forward without reflection. True persistence involves perseverance coupled with flexibility. When you persist, you remain committed to your goal, but also willing to adapt your approach if necessary. This balance prevents you from wasting time on strategies that don't work and encourages you to find better paths. Persistence is the fuel, but wisdom guides the direction. Moreover, persistence can inspire others around you. When people see someone who keeps going despite difficulties, it motivates them to adopt a similar attitude. Your persistence can create a ripple effect, encouraging your team, friends, or community to stay committed and work harder toward their own goals. This collective strength often leads to greater success and shared achievement. Another way persistence manifests is in the development of discipline. Showing up day after day, putting in the effort even when you don't feel like it, requires self-control and commitment. Discipline reinforces persistence because it creates habits that support long-term success. When persistence becomes a habit, it reduces the power of temporary feelings like doubt, fear, or fatigue that might otherwise derail your progress. Persistence also builds resilience, the ability to recover quickly from setbacks and maintain a positive outlook. Resilience is vital because setbacks are not just obstacles, they are inevitable parts of growth. Each time you bounce back from failure, you strengthen your capacity to handle future challenges with less stress and more confidence. This resilience helps you maintain momentum and prevents discouragement from becoming permanent. Finally, persistence connects deeply with hope and vision. When you have a clear vision of what you want to achieve, persistence becomes easier because you understand why the struggle is worth it. Your hope for a better future, a meaningful achievement, or a personal breakthrough fuels your determination to keep going. Without persistence, that vision remains a dream, but with it, the vision becomes a goal that you actively pursue every day. Understanding the power of persistence means recognizing that giving up is the only true failure. As long as you keep getting up, keep trying, and keep believing, you are on the path to success. Persistence is the quiet force behind every success story, the steady heartbeat that drives progress through uncertainty and difficulty. It is the commitment to never stop moving forward, no matter what stands in your way. Believing in yourself is one of the most powerful acts you can undertake on your journey towards success. It means having faith in your own abilities, your worth, and your potential, even in the face of skepticism, criticism, or lack of support from those around you. This belief is not arrogance or blind confidence. It is a deep-rooted trust in your capacity to learn, grow, and overcome challenges despite external doubts. When others doubt you, it can feel isolating and discouraging. People who don't believe in your dreams or your capabilities may unintentionally, or sometimes intentionally, undermine your confidence. They may project their own fears, limitations, or biases onto you, suggesting that your goals are unrealistic or that you lack the skills needed to succeed. However, allowing others' doubts to define your self-worth or your potential limits you before you even have a chance to prove yourself. Believing in yourself creates an internal foundation of strength. This foundation allows you to keep moving forward even when external validation is absent or negative. It is the internal voice that says, I can't, even when the world says you can't. This voice encourages you to take risks, pursue opportunities, and maintain focus on your goals, no matter the noise around you. It reminds you that your journey is unique and that you are the one who ultimately determines your own success. This self-belief is often rooted in understanding your own value and embracing your uniqueness. Everyone has a combination of talents, experiences, and perspectives that no one else has. Recognizing your individuality and what you bring to the table is crucial for maintaining confidence. When you believe in your own worth, you are less likely to compare yourself negatively to others or to seek approval from every person you encounter. This frees you to focus on your own path and what matters most to you. Believing in yourself also helps you persevere through obstacles and setbacks. When doubts arise either from within or from others, self-belief acts as a shield that protects your motivation and drive. Instead of letting doubt become a reason to quit, it becomes a challenge to prove yourself right. This mindset transforms criticism and skepticism into fuel that pushes you to work harder, learn more, and improve continuously. Developing this belief often requires intentional effort. It doesn't always come naturally, especially if you've experienced discouragement or failure before. Building self-confidence involves reflecting on your past successes, no matter how small, and recognizing the progress you've made. It's about celebrating your achievements and reminding yourself of your strengths regularly. Surrounding yourself with supportive people who encourage your growth can also reinforce your belief in yourself. At the same time, believing in yourself does not mean ignoring feedback or refusing to learn. True self-belief is balanced with humility and openness to growth. It means trusting your ability to improve, adapting when necessary, and being willing to ask for help when you need it. This balance ensures that your confidence is grounded in reality and continually strengthened by experience. Another important aspect of self-belief is the willingness to take action despite fear. Fear of failure, rejection, or judgment can be paralyzing. But when you believe in yourself, you understand that fear is a natural part of growth and not a reason to stop. You acknowledge fear, but don't let it control your decisions. This courage to act in spite of fear often distinguishes those who achieve their goals from those who remain stuck. Believing in yourself also empowers you to set higher goals and dream bigger. When you doubt yourself, you may limit your ambitions to what feels safe or familiar. But with strong self-belief, you're more likely to reach beyond comfort zones and pursue challenges that lead to significant growth. This willingness to aim high increases your chances of achieving extraordinary things because you're not held back by fear or self-imposed limits. In addition, self-belief helps you develop resilience. When challenges arise and setbacks occur, it is the belief in your own ability to overcome that keeps you moving forward. It reminds you that failure is not the end, but a part of the learning process. This resilience enables you to recover from disappointments with renewed energy and determination rather than being defeated by them. Believing in yourself also influences how others perceive you. Confidence is contagious, and people are more likely to trust and support someone who believes in their own vision. When you carry yourself with self-assurance, you attract opportunities, allies, and resources that might otherwise be out of reach. Your conviction can inspire others to believe in you and your mission, creating a network of encouragement and collaboration. Moreover, self-belief is essential for maintaining mental and emotional well-being. Constant doubt and self-criticism can lead to anxiety, stress, and burnout. On the other hand, trusting yourself fosters a positive mindset, reduces negative self-talk, and promotes a healthier outlook on challenges. This mental resilience helps stay focused and energized over the long term, increasing your chances of sustained success. Developing self-belief also involves recognizing and challenging limiting beliefs. These are thoughts or assumptions you may hold about yourself that restrict your potential. Examples include, I'm not good enough, I don't have what it takes, or I will never succeed. Identifying these beliefs and actively replacing them with affirmations of your worth and capability is a powerful step toward building confidence. This process can involve practices like journaling, visualization, or affirmations that reinforce positive self-perception. Finally, believing in yourself is a lifelong journey, not a one-time achievement. It requires continuous nurturing and reinforcement, especially as you encounter new challenges and stages in life. The more you practice trusting your own judgment and abilities, the stronger this belief becomes. It becomes an integral part of who you are and a steady source of motivation and courage. Belief in yourself is the anchor that holds you steady when doubts swirl around you. It is the inner strength that fuels perseverance, inspires courage, and opens doors to possibilities where the voices of doubt, both internal and external, can overwhelm you, but with it you carry a power that propels you forward even in the face of uncertainty. This belief is not just a feeling. It is a choice you make every day to trust in your potential and commit to your growth. Obstacles are an inevitable part of any journey towards success, yet they are often misunderstood as roadblocks that stop us from moving forward. The truth is that obstacles are stepping stones to growth rather than barriers to progress. They serve as opportunities to learn, adapt, and become stronger. How we perceive and respond to obstacles determines whether they become hindrances or catalysts for development. When faced with challenges, it's natural to feel frustrated, overwhelmed, or discouraged. The immediate reaction for many is to avoid or resist the difficulty, hoping it will go away or become easier. However, this approach rarely leads to success. Instead, obstacles invite us to pause, reflect, and find new ways to navigate the path ahead. They push us to stretch beyond our comfort zones, revealing strengths and capabilities we might not have recognized otherwise. Obstacles teach resilience by forcing us to confront adversity head-on. When we encounter setbacks, whether in personal goals, careers, relationships, or learning, we have a choice to let the challenge defeat us or to use it as a chance to grow. Resilience is built through this process of facing difficulties and persisting despite them. Each obstacle overcome adds to our reservoir of strength and confidence, making future challenges easier to handle. Additionally, obstacles foster creativity and problem-solving skills. When the usual methods don't work, we are compelled to think differently and innovate. This creative process not only helps us overcome the immediate difficulty, but also equips us with tools and strategies that benefit other areas of life. In this way, obstacles expand our capabilities and open up new possibilities. Facing obstacles also deepens our self-awareness. Challenges reveal our true motivations, fears, and limits. They highlight areas where we may need improvement or support. By engaging with obstacles rather than avoiding them, we gain insights into ourselves that can guide our growth. This self-knowledge is invaluable because it allows us to make more informed decisions and align our efforts with our values and strengths. Moreover, obstacles help build patience and humility. Success often requires sustained effort over time, and obstacles remind us that growth is a gradual process. They teach us to slow down, reassess, and persist patiently rather than expecting immediate results. This patience fosters humility by showing us that we don't have all the answers and that learning and improvement are ongoing journeys. Obstacles also shape our character and integrity. How we respond to challenges reflects our values and determination. Choosing to face obstacles with courage, honesty, and perseverance strengthens our character and earns the respect of others. These qualities are foundational for lasting success because they create trust and credibility in our relationships and endeavors. It's important to recognize that the presence of obstacles does not mean we are on the wrong path. In fact, encountering difficulties can be a sign that we are pushing beyond familiar boundaries and growing. Many meaningful achievements involve struggle because growth itself requires effort and discomfort. When we reframe obstacles as natural and necessary parts of progress, we become less fearful and more willing to embrace challenges. Obstacles also provide perspective. When we overcome difficulties, we gain a clearer understanding of what success truly means and what we are capable of achieving. The process of overcoming barriers adds value to our accomplishments and makes success more rewarding. Without obstacles, success might feel hollow or unearned. The journey through difficulty gives meaning and depth to our achievements. In addition, obstacles create opportunities for connection and support. When facing challenges, seeking help from others can strengthen relationships and build community. Sharing struggles allows us to receive encouragement, advice, and resources that can make the journey easier. It also reminds us that we are not alone, fostering empathy and mutual support. Learning to embrace obstacles changes our mindset from one of victimhood to empowerment. Instead of seeing ourselves as powerless in the face of difficulty, we begin to view obstacles as challenges we can overcome. This shift in perspective increases our confidence and motivates us to take proactive steps. It encourages us to focus on solutions rather than problems and to keep moving forward even when the way is hard. This mindset is often referred to as a growth mindset, the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning. People with a growth mindset see obstacles as opportunities to improve and succeed rather than threats to their self-worth. Cultivating this mindset helps us maintain motivation and resilience through setbacks. Moreover, obstacles highlight the importance of adaptability. The ability to adjust plans and strategies in response to changing circumstances is key to overcoming challenges. Flexibility allows us to navigate obstacles more effectively and to seize new opportunities that arise during difficult times. Being adaptable means we don't get stuck when faced with unexpected barriers, but instead find new ways to move forward. Obstacles also remind us of the value of perseverance. Success is rarely immediate or easy. It requires sustained effort and a willingness to keep going despite difficulties. Each obstacle overcome is a testament to our perseverance and commitment. This quality often distinguishes those who achieve their goals from those who give up prematurely. But furthermore, obstacles encourage us to develop a stronger sense of purpose. When the journey gets tough, a clear and compelling purpose can keep us motivated. Knowing why we are pursuing a goal helps us endure hardship and maintain focus. Obstacles test the strength of our purpose and can ultimately deepen our commitment. Finally, obstacles contribute to long-term success by building the habits and mindset needed to sustain achievement. Overcoming challenges requires discipline, problem-solving, patience, and resilience, traits that are essential for continued growth and fulfillment. These qualities become ingrained through experience, preparing us for future endeavors. Understanding that obstacles are stepping stones rather than roadblocks transforms the way we approach challenges. Instead of fearing or avoiding difficulty, we learn to embrace it as part of the journey. This shift empowers us to grow, innovate, and ultimately reach success with greater strength and wisdom. Obstacles are not signs of failure. They are essential milestones on the path to achieving our fullest potential. Surrounding yourself with the right people is one of the most influential factors on your path to success. The company you keep shapes your mindset, influences your habits, and can either lift you higher or hold you back. Positive relationships provide encouragement, inspiration, and support, while negative or unsupportive connections can drain your energy and undermine your confidence. Recognizing the power of your social environment and choosing your associations wisely is essential for growth and achievement. People are deeply influenced by their social circles because humans are naturally social creatures who learn and grow through interaction. When you spend time with motivated, optimistic, and driven individuals, their attitudes and behaviors often rub off on you. They raise your standards, showing what's possible, holding you accountable, and celebrating your progress. This positive influence creates an environment where success is normalized and expected, making it easier to stay focused and motivated. Conversely, being surrounded by negative or pessimistic people can have the opposite effect. When those around you doubt your abilities, complain frequently, or resist change, it becomes harder to maintain confidence and enthusiasm. Negative influences can breed self-doubt, lower your aspirations, and encourage complacency. Over time, this toxic environment can limit your growth and derail your efforts. Even if you started with a strong desire to succeed, the right people provide not only emotional support, but also practical help. They offer advice, share knowledge, and open doors to opportunities you might not find on your own. These connections can serve as mentors, collaborators, or sounding boards who challenge your thinking and help you improve. They contribute to your personal development by pushing you beyond your comfort zone and encouraging continuous learning. Choosing the right people means seeking relationships that are based on mutual respect, trust, and shared values. When you connect with individuals who genuinely care about your success and well-being, you create a network that uplifts and empowers you. These relationships are characterized by honesty, encouragement, and constructive feedback. Such connections provide a safe space to take risks, make mistakes, and grow without fear of judgment. Building this supportive network requires intentional effort. It involves being selective about who you spend time with and prioritizing relationships that align with your goals. It may mean distancing yourself from people who consistently bring negativity or discourage your progress. This can be challenging, especially if those relationships are long-standing or with family members, but it's a necessary step to protect your mindset and energy. At the same time, surrounding yourself with the right people is not just about what you receive, but also what you give. Healthy relationships are reciprocal, meaning you offer support, encouragement, and positivity to others as well. By investing in others' growth and success, you strengthen your connections and create a culture of mutual upliftment. This generosity fosters deeper trust and collaboration, enhancing the benefits of your network. The influence of the right people extends beyond motivation and support. It also shapes your identity. When you associate with individuals who embody qualities you admire, you naturally begin to adopt those traits yourself. Their discipline, resilience, and optimism become part of your own character. This process of identification helps you grow into the person you aspire to be by modeling behaviors and mindsets that lead to success. Moreover, the right people can help you navigate challenges and setbacks. During difficult times, having a supportive network can make the difference between giving up and persevering. They offer encouragement when your confidence wavers, perspective when problems seem overwhelming, and practical assistance when you need it most. Knowing that you are not alone in your struggles boosts your resilience and determination. Surrounding yourself with positive influences also helps you maintain focus on your goals. When you are surrounded by people who share similar ambitions or values, it reinforces your commitment and keeps distractions at bay. This alignment creates a sense of accountability as you naturally want to show up fully and contribute positively to the group. The collective energy of a supportive community propels everyone forward. The right social environment also encourages continuous learning and growth. When you engage with curious, ambitious individuals, you are exposed to new ideas, perspectives, and opportunities. This exchange broadens your horizons and challenges you to think differently. It fosters a mindset of curiosity and adaptability, which is essential for long-term success in an ever-changing world. In addition, healthy relationships contribute to emotional well-being, which is foundational for sustained success. Positive social connections reduce stress, increase happiness, and improved mental health. When you feel supported and valued, you're more likely to take risks, innovate, and perform at your best. Emotional well-being enables you to handle pressure and setbacks with greater ease. Building the right network also involves seeking mentors who have walked the path before you. Mentors provide wisdom, guidance, and encouragement that can accelerate your growth. They help you avoid common pitfalls and offer insights that come from experience. Having mentors shows that success is not a solitary endeavor, but one that is nurtured through relationships. It's also important to recognize that the right people can come from diverse backgrounds and experiences. Diversity enriches your network by exposing you to different viewpoints, skills, and resources. This variety enhances creativity and problem solving, helping you approach challenges from multiple angles. Embracing diversity in your relationships broadens your understanding and opens new doors. Technology and social media have expanded opportunities to connect with the right people beyond geographic limitations. Online communities, professional networks, and social platforms allow you to find like-minded individuals, mentors, and collaborators from around the world. These virtual connections can be just as powerful as face-to-face relationships if nurtured with authenticity and intention. Lastly, surrounding yourself with the right people means cultivating a positive environment, not only externally, but also internally. You become aware of the influence you have on others and the energy you bring into your relationships. By focusing on positivity, encouragement, and growth in your interactions, you contribute to a culture that supports success for everyone involved. In conclusion, the people you surround yourself with are a major factor in shaping your success. Choosing positive, supportive, and growth-oriented relationships creates an environment where your potential can flourish. These connections provide encouragement, accountability, learning opportunities, and emotional support that propel you forward. By being intentional about who you spend time with and investing in mutual growth, you build a network that sustains and amplifies your journey towards success. Taking consistent action is the cornerstone of turning dreams into reality. Without action, ideas remain just thoughts, plans remain on paper, and goals remain distant wishes. It is through consistent, deliberate steps forward that progress is made and success becomes attainable. The commitment to regular action bridges the gap between intention and achievement, transforming aspirations into tangible outcomes. Many people have big dreams and set ambitious goals, but what separates those who succeed from those who do not is the willingness to take persistent action every day. This means showing up even when motivation wanes, even when the path is unclear or obstacles arise. Consistency in action builds momentum, and momentum creates a powerful force that carries through challenges and keeps you moving forward. Taking action also creates clarity. When you start moving toward your goals, you gain insight into what works and what doesn't. Action reveals the practical realities of your plans, allowing you to adjust, improve, and refine your approach. Without action, you remain stuck in theory or speculation, unsure of how to proceed. Each step forward provides valuable feedback and learning, helping you grow wiser and more effective. Consistency requires discipline and commitment. It's not always easy to maintain action when faced with distractions, setbacks, or fatigue. However, discipline is the muscle that strengthens with use. The more you practice taking consistent action, the easier it becomes to sustain. Over time, disciplined action forms habits that make progress feel natural and automatic rather than forced or sporadic. Moreover, taking consistent action combats procrastination and fear. Many people delay starting or continuing toward their goals because of fear of failure, perfectionism, or uncertainty. Action breaks this paralysis by shifting focus from worrying to doing. When you act, even imperfectly, you create momentum and build confidence. The sense of accomplishment from small wins propels you to keep going. Another key aspect is setting realistic and manageable steps. Sometimes large goals can feel overwhelming, leading to inaction. Breaking goals into smaller, achievable tasks makes consistent action more feasible. Each small step is a victory that reinforces motivation and builds toward the larger objective. This approach reduces stress and keeps progress steady. Taking consistent action also helps develop resilience. When you commit to ongoing effort, you learn to navigate setbacks without losing momentum. Instead of being discouraged by failures or delays, you see them as part of the process. This perspective enables you to persist through challenges and maintain forward motion despite difficulties. Action also fosters accountability. When you commit to taking specific steps regularly, you create a framework for tracking progress. This accountability can be self-imposed through journaling, setting deadlines, or sharing goals with others. Having a system in place encourages follow-through and discourages complacency. It keeps your efforts aligned with your intentions. Additionally, consistent action fuels creativity and problem solving. As you engage repeatedly with your goals, you encounter obstacles that require innovative solutions. The process of taking action generates ideas and insights that wouldn't arise from passive thinking. This active engagement sharpens your ability to adapt and overcome challenges. Taking consistent action is also about maintaining focus. In today's world, distractions are everywhere, pulling attention away from what matters most. Regularly committing to action helps you prioritize your efforts and stay aligned to goals. It trains your mind to concentrate on meaningful tasks and avoid time-wasting activities. Furthermore, action builds confidence. Every step forward reinforces belief in your ability to succeed. It replaces doubt with evidence of progress. This growing confidence creates a positive cycle where you feel more capable, which motivates you to take even more action. Confidence becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy fueled by consistent effort. Taking action also cultivates a sense of ownership and empowerment. When you actively pursue your goals, you take control of your destiny. You become the driver of your success rather than a passive observer. This empowerment increases motivation and commitment as you see the direct impact of your efforts. Moreover, consistent action helps overcome the illusion of perfection. Waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or perfect conditions often leads to indefinite delay. By committing to action despite imperfection, you embrace progress over perfection. This mindset encourages learning through doing and reduces fear of making mistakes. Action also encourages a growth mindset. It aligns with the belief that skills and abilities develop through effort and practice. By taking steps regularly, you invest in your own growth and development. Each action is an opportunity to learn, improve, and expand your potential. Additionally, taking consistent action creates opportunities. When you are actively engaged, you become visible to others and open to new possibilities. Action attracts attention, connections, and resources that can accelerate your progress. It places you in the flow of activity where opportunities arise naturally. Regular action also nurtures patience. Success is rarely instantaneous, and the process requires sustained effort over time. Consistency teaches the value of persistence and delayed gratification. It'll appreciate that meaningful achievements grow through cumulative effort rather than quick fixes. Taking action is a practice that can be strengthened with habits and routines. Establishing daily rituals related to your goals makes it easier to maintain consistency. Whether it's setting aside time each morning for focused work or regularly reviewing your progress, routines create structure that supports ongoing effort. Finally, taking consistent action is an expression of commitment to your dreams. It shows that you value your goals enough to invest time, energy, and focus. This commitment differentiates dreamers from achievers and sets the foundation for lasting success. Without action, even the most inspiring vision remains out of reach, but through persistent effort, it moves steadily closer to reality.